Hello, good morning, or good evening, or even good afternoon. From wherever you are in the world, it's Alison from Engli-teach, bringing you another live lesson. How is everybody today? Woo. Let's turn off the gadgets. Is everybody okay? Good, wonderful. Okay, so today I had a request from somebody, well, it was yesterday actually, in yesterday's live English lesson, saying to me or asking me, Alison, can you please do another lesson on idioms? Idioms, okay? Idioms. And I know that you all absolutely love your English and love learning English with Engli-teach. So today's lesson is all about idioms, okay? To do with illness, and I've added a bonus all about symptoms. We have been doing a little bit regarding illnesses and symptoms because of what has been happening in the world at the moment with the horrible coronavirus, which is killing everybody or killing lots of people. So in English we call this the coronavirus, the coronavirus. I'm sure you have been hearing about it in the news, where it comes from China and it is spreading everywhere, and as a result lots of people are being told to wear masks and cover up their face. Okay. So, let's make a start on today's lesson. I'm going to have a look very quickly. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Abdullah. Hello, everybody. Great. Let's go. So, idioms. Firstly, what are idioms? Because new learners sometimes ask, actually, what are idioms? What are they? What are they? Okay. Idioms are very much used in native English. We take a factual element of something and we use English to change it into a small phrase that does not have a literal meaning. And often we use idioms to describe situations or people or things that are happening that might be a bit negative or horrible, to make the balance, you know. English is all about communication, languages are about communication, and idioms are a great way of balancing the actual emotional and mental elements of the communication. So let's get started. Okay, first of all today we're going to look at idioms, and then I'm going to give you some more symptoms which we were learning about in the, I think it was last week, I introduced you to symptoms to say exactly what they are. So, our first idiom of today is to look or feel under the weather. Okay, under the weather is the idiom. Does anybody know what it is? If you know, Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Come on, people. Okay. If you feel under the weather, and I'm going to get my little pen up here. Under the weather. This is the idiom. Feel under the weather. So I would say, I'm under the weather today. Okay, I'm under the weather. If you don't know what weather is like anything kind of like this. Here we go. I'm feeling under the weather. It doesn't mean that you're getting wet. That's not what it means. This is what I said about not taking the English literally, okay? It doesn't mean that you are feeling wet. What it means is that you're not feeling really very well, okay? So, I am under the weather today, which means you're not really feeling that great. Example, I am under the weather today. He looks under the weather today, you know, especially after the weekend. Yeah, people have been out drinking, staying up late, partying, watching too much telly, not sleeping enough. They come to work and they look like, oh. So you can say to your friend, oh, he looks under the weather, which means he doesn't look bright and cheerful. He looks under the weather. Okay. You can also say something like, they both feel under the weather. So it's not always about what you are or what you look like. It's also what you feel. They both feel under the weather. I feel under the weather. Okay? Is this good? Hello Imad, hello Khaled, hello Kalwat. If your name is in Arabic, I cannot read it, so I'm sorry about that. Or Thai, I can't read it. I can only read English. Okay, I'm going to give you another one, but I'm going to give you a clue, okay? I'm going to give you a clue. Now, have a little look at this picture. This picture. What is the idiom for this? And it's not headache. The word is not headache. This is what it is. I'm going to look in there. Thank you, Walid, for your wonderful comment. Okay, so this person has a headache, okay? But a really, really, really bad one. So what we say in English, and this is a very, very typical native English idiom. I have a splitting headache. I have a splitting headache. Now, I often talk about intonation in the voice, okay, for two reasons. One, it adds emphasis to what you're saying. I have a splitting, but also you open up the vowels. In English, we have long vowels like splitting, eating, and we have short vowels. You could say splitting. It has a different effect on what you're trying to say. So you need to train yourself through your pronunciation and your intonation to work with and understand your vowels. Vowels are so important in English, especially in pronunciation, but so many learners are not taught this and don't know what it is. If you want to know more, go along to Engli-teach.com, open a free account, and there is lots of information there. So for today, I have a splitting headache. I have a splitting headache. Now this literally means when you feel that your head is going to like split in two. That's what it means. I have a splitting headache. So this means I have a really, really bad headache. Now let's have a look at another sentence to see this in use. Using a different personal pronoun, she. She has a splitting headache. She has had a splitting headache. So she has, you can say she has a splitting headache, present tense, past conditional. She has had a splitting headache all week. Oh, what's up with Julie? She looks really miserable. Oh. And grumpy. Oh, she has had a splitting headache all week. Okay, very good. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Now, if I said to you, let's have a little look at this. If I said to you, oh my goodness, I ate something and now now I'm doing this, what am I doing? What am I doing? Have a little look and tell me, what am I doing? Who can tell me? I'm looking in the comments. What is this? If I was this, what would I be? I would be feeling sick, okay? I would be feeling sick. Now, often we use the phrase, if you are sick, so vomit. Americans would say vomit. Oh, I vomited all night. English, we say sick. We don't say vomit. We say sick. Doctors would say vomit. But you would say, I'm feeling sick. But the idiom to express being sick a lot, maybe food poisoning. Yeah, throw up is a phrasal verb. Very good. Throw up. But we would say, I was as sick as a dog last week. I was as sick as a dog last week. You're going to work, you're like white. Your face is like, white. Hopefully not green. And your friend says, what's wrong? And you say, I was as sick as a dog last week, or I was as sick as a dog last night. I drank too much beer. I ate too many, I don't know, kebabs, I don't know. And I was as sick as a dog. Okay. This is obviously non-formal language. You wouldn't say to an employer, oh, I didn't come into work last night because I was as sick as a dog. You wouldn't say that. You would say, I wasn't feeling very well. Yeah? I wasn't feeling very well. I wasn't feeling very well. So just be mindful when you're using idioms that you do need to understand whether it's formal or non-formal, and whether you can use it for work or not for work. Okay, so let's just say you have been sick for a long time, a good few days, and now you have taken a turn for the worse. You have taken a turn for the worse. Now this means that you have actually become sicker or iller than what you were before. So sicker or iller. No, iller, you can't really say iller, that's not correct. Not good English. More ill than you were before. So to take a turn for the worst. Oh my goodness, what happened to Khaled? I haven't seen him all week or all month at work. You know, he had the flu and he's taken a turn for the worst. He's in hospital now. Okay, Khaled, just kidding. But you get my drift. Okay. Now somebody did mention this in the comments. I can't see it now. I've had a lot of comments, and as the comments go up, then they disappear on my live stream. Okay. To puke one's guts up. Now, you could say, oh, I puked all night. I puked my guts up. Now, to be clear, don't say this to your boss. Don't say this to, informal situations. This is friends and family only. It's not impolite, but it would be considered kind of not very good English to say to your boss. Business meetings, you don't say, I puked my guts up. To friends and family, it's okay, it's okay. All right, excellent. So there are some idioms. Now, I'm going to go on a little bit to look at some symptoms, okay? Some symptoms. Now, we did a little bit about symptoms last week. I explained to you what they were when we were doing our wonderful lesson about the coronavirus or the China flu. So symptoms are when you're ill or you're just starting an illness or in an illness, and there are changes that are happening in your body because of the illness. We call these symptoms. Now, as I said last week, if you go, for example, to the doctors, or you're in hospital and you are feeling really not okay, the most typical thing a doctor will ask you is, what are the symptoms? What are your symptoms? Okay? What are your symptoms? So it's a really, really important word. Now, because you need to understand what the doctor is saying, yeah? You don't want to come to London, fall ill, go and see a doctor and not understand what symptoms are, because it's the main part of the communication for this type of conversation. So let's have a little look, and I have some delightful images for you. Dun, dun, dun. Oh! It's so horrible! Cute baby, but... Oh my gosh. What is this symptom? I'm going to look in the comments and see who can get this. What are the symptoms? Come on, people. Get on that keyboard. What are the symptoms? Okay, I'm going to tell you. No one's got it so far. No one's got it. Challenge. What are the symptoms? Okay, this symptom is none other than a delightful runny nose. Runny nose. And we literally say, oh, you've got a runny nose. Would you like a tissue? Runny nose. So this is literally when the fluid is coming out of the nose and running down your face. That's why we say runny nose, okay? Runny nose. If you can't see it, it's here. Runny nose. Ba-dam! Runny nose. Ooh, that's so yuck. No offense to the cute baby. All right, what next? What is this symptom? What is this symptom? Who can tell me? A sore. Yes, well done, Sharan. A sore throat. Okay, a sore throat. What's wrong? What are your symptoms? Oh, I have a sore throat. Sore throat. It means that it's not very nice. The throat is the internal tube inside of your neck. This is your neck. Inside is the throat. Okay? All right. Very good. All right. Next. What have we got here? Oh, what are your symptoms? Boom. I so love this one. Look at this man. What are your symptoms? This is coughing. Coughing. I don't know, but I'm coughing quite a lot. Coughing. Coughing. So you have a cough, but I'm coughing. Okay? Coughing. Here we go. Coughing. Okay? Well done. Cough. Yeah. Lots of people pronounce this word wrong. Okay? So have a little practice at home. Coughing. Coughing. And quite often, I've got my other little friend here. We're going to talk about something called flu, okay? Called flu. Now, in England, people say man flu. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, he's got man flu, okay? And I'm going to teach you very quickly what this is, because this is actually a very typical phrase, and lots of people think, oh, he's really ill, he's got flu. But actually, what it means, and I'm not, this is, sorry to all the men who are watching, it's not personal, but it is a phrase, so I'm going to teach it to you. Man flu. Okay, if you've got man flu, there's flu, first of all. Okay, so there's flu, all right, normal flu. So normal flu, as we all know, is when you have a fever. Okay, you have a fever, and then you might also have the chills. Woola. What happened to my screen? You also have the chills like this. So you're hot and you're cold. This is flu. But when you have man flu, this means that you're not really ill, that you've been drinking too much beer. So man flu is a very polite way of saying that you have a hangover. Yeah. Man flu, because typically it is kind of typically said that men who have got flu are iller for longer. That's why they call it man flu as well. I just thought I would tell you that. Okay, what else? So if you're ill and someone says, oh, you've got man flu, yeah, then they mean that you're not really ill, okay? That's what they mean. Okay, what's next? Achoo! 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 What am I doing? What am I doing? Achoo! What are your symptoms? I'm sneezing a lot. Sneezing. I'm sneezing a lot. What are your symptoms? So this is sneezing. Achoo, achoo. I'm sneezing a lot. Okay? Sneezing. I love that word. Sneezing, sneezing. Okay. What next? Any more? Can you think of any more? Let me have a little look in the comments. Not snoozing. Okay, Sharon, not snoozing. Sneezing. Sneezing. It's an E sound, not an O. It's E. Okay, E. This goes back to what I said about the vowels. We have A, we have E, we have I, we have O, and we have U. Sneezing, not snoozing. Snoozing, do you know what snoozing is? Snoozing. Snoozing is going to sleep, a little sleep. So if a doctor said to you, what are your symptoms? And you said, I'm snoozing a lot, the doctor will think you're sleeping a lot. But you might want to say, I'm sneezing. Hachoo, hachoo, sneezing a lot. Get well soon. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we're almost at the end of our session today. Do I have any questions from you? I'm going to have a look in the comments very quickly. Do I have any comments from anybody? Do I have any questions that I need to have a look at? Any questions at all? Okay, whilst you're working out your questions, don't forget that if you go along to Engli-teach.com, you will get, if you open up your free account, you will get your free book, okay, your free book, which is an Engli-teach book, which teaches you a technique on how you can learn English really well within a certain time frame, okay? And obviously, if you create an Engli-teach free lifetime access account, then you can have access to certain resources. You can upgrade and join in actual video talk lessons with English teachers as well, if that's what you want to do. Because English is brilliant and it's wonderful to learn as we are learning, but obviously if you can actually join in, so in the speaking as well as the listening, and practice your pronunciation with an English teacher like myself, then it's great. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to have a look. Thank you very much for your comments. Okay, I have a request here. We need you to tell us how to write an email. Ahmed, no problem. In the Engli-teach course, that's on Engli-teach.com, there is a whole section of a bit of writing. So the course is about speaking, writing and reading as well as listening. It develops all of your elements of English. I can do a live about that, but obviously you would need to understand and learn certain other elements which are obviously in the Engli-teach course. But we can do that tomorrow. What subject, Ahmed? Tell me the subject. What subject area? So an email about what? An email about what? A work email, a business email, a hi friends email? What type of email? Let me know. You can either leave it in the comments or DM me or go along to Engli-teach.com, because once you open up your account, you know there is a 24-hour help desk, people. So if you have any questions or something isn't, you don't understand something, you can, there is a 24-hour help desk. However, the Engli-teach website translates into many different languages. So that's nice too. Okay, a work email. Okay, Ahmed, you need to let me know what type of work email, what is it you want to say in your email, or what is it you want to ask? What do you want to say or ask in this email? Okay, let me know and I will do that. Tomorrow's live lesson is at 10 a.m. again, everybody. 10 a.m. Live lesson. And don't forget also to book your place on the Valentine's lesson on the 14th of February with me. Will you be my Valentine? And there we go. All right, everybody, love you all. Keep learning, keep practicing. Don't forget to go along to Engli-teach.com, open your free lifetime access account, download your free book, and start practicing these techniques in this free book from Engli-teach to help you develop new techniques to learn English. Okay? All right. See you all then, everybody. Thank you and goodbye.